All right, so coming up this weekend, we got some heavy hitter sneaker releases as Adidas goes head to head versus Jordan Brand. But when it's all said and done, there's really no clear winner, where at the end of the day, it's really all just about dropping good sneakers for the people to enjoy. But honestly, as far as Adidas drops goes, I feel like this is one of their most highly anticipated releases that we've seen in quite a while. So stay tuned, we're gonna talk all about it. But to begin, let's go ahead and start with this surprise Adidas Yeezy release, where we saw these joints drop on the Confirmed app, which it felt like they came out of nowhere. So Adidas restocked some more old pairs as they look to unload all of their unsold Yeezy inventory. So not only did we have the 350 V2 Lite drop, we also saw the 700 V2 Mauve, as well as a classic in the 350 V2 Bread restock. All of these pairs did unfortunately drop though at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So unless you're up all night just refreshing the app or a part of one of these cook groups with a restock monitor, you probably missed out on this drop, which is why so many people are pissed that they missed out on the chance to grab some of these pairs right here. So this kind of just shows that really at the end of the day, Adidas doesn't care about the customer experience when purchasing these Yeezys, and it just shows that they're looking to just pretty much unload all of these pairs. So I would expect to see more of this as Adidas looks to unload all of these unsold Yeezys. But on a good note, it looks like we have an update from the outlet. Salute to my man Bucky from the JA Discord. He's located out there in Taiwan, which he actually headed out to the outlets recently. Now, based on this clip, of course, we see most of the normal sneakers that we've been seeing at the outlets, but we also got a little glimpse at something that could potentially be coming to the States soon, as we got the 700 V3 Safflower, as well as those 700 V3 Fade joints right here. So potentially two more pairs that we could see hitting the outlets here in the States. So be on the lookout for those, as I'm expecting to see more Yeezys hitting the Adidas outlets as the summer continues on. And another thing to note is he did mention that he saw those Fear of God basketball sneakers at the Adidas outlet. So that's also something to potentially look forward to here in the States as well. And speaking of Adidas, we got a first look at the latest Adi Zero model, which was actually debuted by Gunna during his performance at the Wireless Musical Festival in London. So apparently this model is inspired by Japanese streetwear culture, but to me it looks like they just took an Adidas runner, slapped this big chunky ass sole, and the only thing I see when I look at these is like a pair of Hokas. So these are set to drop sometime coming up in 2025, but I'm expecting for Adidas to probably do some type of soft launch here in 2024 at the end of the year, and then a wider release coming up next year. And with Gunna debuting these, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of crazy nicknames for these joints right here. Now switching gears over to Nike, we got a first look as well at the Air More Uptempo Low, which is set to drop coming up this holiday. So you got an all-white version of this low top form of this classic 90s basketball sneaker. Now we did see Nike debut this new update with the Ambush collab, I want to say earlier this year, but now we have the official GR releases geared up to drop this holiday season. This is a pair that I was hoping we would see Nike drop in. It looks we got plenty of colorways to look forward to, so not mad at these joints at all. And I'm sure you guys have seen the whole OBJ Nike lawsuit news. Now the big headline that was kind of making its rounds was that Odell Beckham was awarded $20 million in this lawsuit, but it turns out that that's actually not the case. And if you actually look at all of the facts here, it looks like he did sue Nike in 2022 for a total of $20 million for like a breach of contract, something like that. Now Nike actually did countersue him, and that was making claims that he customized his cleats as well as gloves. So that actually involved the shoe surgeon, which is pretty interesting, being that he's being currently sued by Nike. And then the outcome was that there was actually no damages to either party, which was officially ruled by the judge. And currently Odell Beckham is countersuing, or I'm sorry, he's appealing the decision currently. So at the end of the day, nobody really lost here with this suit, and Nike did actually issue an official statement stating that with this verdict, all of Mr. Beckham's claims have been decided against him without any monetary award. So apparently Nike seeing all the headlines and they had to set the record straight. And finally, coming up tomorrow, we got a good old-fashioned battle of the brands going down this weekend as Adidas goes head-to-head versus Jordan Brand, who is set to debut the Jordan 4 RM with their Nigel Sylvester Grandma's Driveway collaboration. Now, Nigel Sylvester, the well-known BMXer, very well respected here in the sneaker world in 20 2018, we saw him drop his Jordan 1 High collaboration. And as far as this pair right here, a lot of people are definitely checking for these joints right here. The shade of green is said to come from the fence in his grandma's driveway where, you know, he came up. So the storytelling and everything comes together to create a very highly anticipated drop. Now, if you actually didn't enter any of the raffles, which already went live, I don't know what you're doing, because as far as tomorrow's drop, there's no sign of a Sneakers app drop. I mean, these could drop via Nigel Sylvester's website, but as far as tomorrow's release, a lot is unknown. So those joints are going to be a hot drop tomorrow. We also got Adidas releasing the AE1 Ascent Pack, which these joints are going to be available in the classic mid-top form, as well as the debut of the low-top AE1s, which I feel like most people are excited about. One of the more highly anticipated releases from Adidas that we've seen in quite some time. I mean, taking this model, which you guys already know I've talked about the AE1s so many times, but dropping them now in this low-top form, I feel like makes this release a lot more accessible to the masses. On top of that, you got this nice MX finish, which completes the look on these joints right here. So as far as tomorrow's release, you can expect these to drop via the Adidas app. So these won't be dropping on the confirmed app, but rather the standard Adidas app or adidas.com at 10 a.m. Eastern. And just be aware that Adidas could potentially drop these joints early, so just be ready for anything. Now, on top of these joints dropping via Adidas, you can expect them to drop on foot sites. That's going to include Champ Sports as well as Foot Locker, plus other retailers. So first, I'm checking for these on Adidas. If I happen to strike out, we'll go ahead and head over to Foot Locker and then try our luck from there. So good luck to everybody trying to go for these joints. Love to see brands, you know, hit us with some hot releases like this. So at the end of the day, as I mentioned, there's really no clear favor of which sneaker is better, but would love to know which release you guys are checking for more. Are you rocking with these AE1 lows, or are you a bigger fan of these Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4 RMs? Let me know in the comment section down below. Good luck to everybody trying to go for these joints. And of course, as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please help support the channel by hitting that like button down below. So we're gonna wrap things up here on this wonderful Friday. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll catch you guys next time, and in the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. I'll catch you guys next time. Love.